Hello everyone, this is the Blue Dragon Gamer, and continuing where we left off, we just fell down into a pit. As you can see, we have multiple ways to go. Let's start with checking along the bottom. Here we have a spider enemy to defeat. Here's another one. Don't worry about the spider web and hit the plant to get some acorns. Now to head across the lava using the platforms. Hit the plant to get petals, which we can use to recover. In order to get to the next area, we need to collect 4 walnuts. Here we find the first walnut on the platform with some acorns. Here we have a couple more spider enemies on the platforms to defeat. Now let's go left where we see a spiderweb barrier. To get past it, we again need the help of the fire located in the center. Sorry, Scrat. Now to follow the trail of acorns. In the cavern, we have some more spider enemies to take care of. Eventually, they will stop dropping down. Here we find the second walnut. We also have a hidden item, which happens to be in the only piece of tall grass. It's a fruit. Let's also dig up the fruit now that the spider enemies are gone. Now to head back to the center with the fire. Now to go straight ahead where we notice some beetle enemies climbing on the wall. Let's get rid of them. I wish this one would stop moving around. With them gone, let's go back and get the fire and begin making our way up. Start by using the spiderweb to reach the upper ledge. On the ledge is a spider enemy to defeat. Once at the top, run over and destroy the spiderweb barrier. Now behind us is another spider enemy to defeat. We also have a hidden item in the tall grass, just another fruit. Before we continue further ahead, let's go back and get the acorns on the lower ledges. Now to follow the trail of acorns deeper into the cavern. Here we are attacked by some bat enemies. I hate how they just swoop down on you. As you can see, we have some more spiderweb barriers blocking our way. Don't worry, we don't have to go all the way back down. Instead, go over to the spiderweb and use it to reach the higher ledge. Here we have another fire we can use, but first let's get rid of the light bug enemies. Might as well reload on pebbles too. Now to use the fire to destroy the spiderweb barriers. In the cavern at the top, we have some more spider enemies to battle. After defeating so many of them, they will eventually stop dropping down. Now to check the other cavern. Here we find the third walnut to dig up. We also have a plant to hit, which drops petals we can use to recover. Now to go through the crack in the wall. This leads us back to a lower ledge along the wall we climbed. Hit the plant to get some more acorns. That should just leave us with one way left to go. Let's go ahead and get any acorns as well as defeat any enemies before we use the fire. Watch out for the fire shooting up. Here we have a spider enemy to defeat. Hit the plant to get some fruit. We were running low on energy for our special attacks. Now to use the spider webs to reach the top. At the very top is another spiderweb barrier, so let's go back and get the fire. Now to slide down and try to get all the acorns while avoiding the rocks. If you don't get them all the first time, you can just go around again. At the very end, we find the last walnut. Now to head to the next area. Sid seems to have gotten himself into trouble again. First, let's go across to the other side. Here we have a few acorns to pick up. Now to head back. Now we can start making our way up to Sid. To get across, we need to climb along the wall, but in the distance we see a beetle enemy. Let's get rid of it first. Figures it has to be all the way on the other side. As you climb along the wall, watch out for the fire shooting up. Here we have a spider enemy to defeat. If we head down, we see some acorns on a small platform to get. Now to continue ahead, being careful to avoid the fire shooting out of the wall. Past the fire is another spider enemy to defeat. We also have a hidden item, a fruit. Hit the plant to get some petals. At the end is a stone to pick it up and begin heading back. Place it inside the hole on the lower platform. This raises a platform we can use to reach the upper ledge. Don't worry about the acorn stuck in the ground yet. Hit the plant to get some acorns. Now for the one stuck in the ground. This raises the lava along with the platforms in the center. Now we can head across to the other side. Hit the plant to get some fruit. Then use the spider web to reach the upper ledge. Here we have another spider enemy to defeat. As we go through the cave, watch out for the fire shooting out of the walls. Now to slide down the rope. Above us we see Sid. Here we see some more holes in the ground, meaning we are going to need to plug them up with more stones. Here we have a spider enemy to take out. Here's another one. We also have a hidden item in the tall grass. Another fruit. Here we find the first stone. Let's go ahead and pick it up and place it in one of the holes. This raises a platform. Now head through the crack in the wall. This puts us on top of the platform. Now to jump over to where we see the second stone. Hit the plant to get some acorns. Now to pick up the stone and place it in the last hole. This raises the platform further up. Again, go through the crack in the wall. Now we can reach the ledge across from us. Here we come to another acorn stuck in the ground. This raises the lava again, along with the platforms in the center. Now to head to the other side.
Well, it looks like we're both stuck in here. That's just great. Well, if you quit hanging around, maybe we can help each other get out of here. Break those blocks with a stomp attack. That should be enough to lower me down. There are 4 in total. You know, you can use the vents to shoot yourself across to the far side. Oh, be careful though. Jump short, and you'll be shot into the bubbling lava.
Okay, so we need to break the 4 blocks to free Sid. To get to them, we need to use the vents to blast ourselves across. We'll start with the one on the right. Here we have the first block to break. To break them, use the stomp move.
That's right, just 3 more to go. That was well done, by the way.
Now to follow the path along the wall. This leads us to the second one.
Another one? Well done! Ooh, you're something else, yeah. 2 more to go, though.
Now to jump down and use the vent in the center. Not quite high enough. Man, that's a far jump. They couldn't put a closer platform. I'm surprised they didn't fall in the lava. Let's try this again. Here we find the 3rd block.
Great! You only have 1 more to go.
Now to use the vent below to get back across. Now to use the vent on the left. This one I find to be the hardest because it is very easy to overshoot and go right over the platform, like so. Every time you miss, you slide back down and have to go all the way around and try again. Let's try this again. Now to break the final block and free Sid.
Ow. Hey, thanks, little guy. Come on, follow me and we'll get out of here.
The flood was starting to catch up with us. We woke up that morning in camp to find water everywhere. Sid seemed to have done some sleepwalking that night, but when he came back, we got moving as fast as we could. We got to the rescue boat only to find a scene of complete chaos. Just getting to the boat was not the end of our struggle. The water in the valley was getting more and more violent and washed Ellie away, trapping her in a cave. I knew I had to do something, and do something quick.
This is the end of part 2 of level 7, Sloth Village.